You are no ordinary fool. Yoren knows a kind red spirit when he sees one. You must trod new ground where your feet can stand alone. I know just how to make you the sole hero of the day. Just so. This one is heartsick without his betrothed. What good is all this food and drink without the one you love to pick it from your teeth? But Yoren is forbidden to see his bride-to-be until the day of our vowels. Free her from her minders, so we may grow fat together. Take a token of my love, the sickly sweet brownish flesh of mud crab apples, and she will know I sent you. The guard cannot know their king bade the absencing of his bride. Use cautiousness. This one's overlarge heart tramples in anticipation of seeing his bride-to-be.
Petty criminals. Ha!
Hey, where's my pig? Who took my pig? Pig on the loose! Be on the lookout for a pig on the loose!
know that you were the West Kajitan Tamriel.
Oh! You have brought Yoren his bride-to-be! Or does this one's eyes deceive him? He is very intoxicated. Ah! She is tasteful, is she not? I could just eat her up. Much better. Your heroics have stirred my spirits. I must savor these tenderest moments, rare as they are. Now that you have hogged all the glory here, I think we will be taking this party elsewhere. Will you follow our folly of fools down this onerous path? To the afterlife for great rulers, Sovereign Guard! No, wait, that is not it. Volkerguard! Queen Irene wishes to show us true cheeriness. Today has seen enough boorish crime. You've earned your swill, so drink your fill, and leave my bride and I to some private time, hmm? It's true her meatiness rivals that of Joran, but his only complaint is that his bride-to-be snores so much. She is warm on the cold East March night, and never complains of crumbs in the bed. No other like her within my reach. Have the others filled your head with foibles about this holy day? Enviness leads many to claim they lead the antics, but it was the first man who taught Mare humor. Or was it that he had the last laugh? No matter. Iskramor did everything first. Do not let this one's joviality deceive you into believing that Joran is elsewhere. Before you is the fearsome masher of mare and words you have heard in song and the tiny screams of scared mice. Though the heart of a Sench tiger roars within my chest, this one cannot claim to be one of those noble beasts. Joran's habit of lying naked in the sun does not help his case, he knows. But he assures you he is sadly a man.
Oh, you are that daring matchmaker who put a smile on Joran's face. Perfect! I have need of a merrymaker. I have decreed happiness, but not all of my kin share my breezy disposition, and it's putting a damper on my festivities. I won't have my fun ruined by these grumpy grumps. I need a champion to enforce my royally mandated cheerfulness. If these treasonous malcontents insist on harboring sticks firmly in their hindquarters, then they can at least have the decency to keep them in bloom! Ha ha! Find the grumps in my domain and pelt them with these enchanted petals until morale improves! I want you to have those grumps in stitches, one way or another!
Hear now the lesson of the divine body. It's an honor to train a new generation of Thalmor recruits.
Those Heritance imposters were insults to the Thalmor tradition. One day soon, you'll all be proud members
Of course,
the Thalmor
the
Guard.
natural quick wit and woodlands lore of the Bosmer will be welcome in our ranks.
My champion of cheer returns! Have you vanquished the stubborn seriousness in my land? Ooh, delightful! It's so much nicer to rule a kingdom of happy subjects, don't you think? Well, I'm just exhausted from all this dreadful ruling. Our show will be moving on soon. Perhaps you'd like to continue your mission of merriment as part of our entourage. Oh, just a little jaunt over to Daggerfall for some mischief. Poor Emmerich had such grand plans for today, but his dour queen will surely have something to say about that. I'm certain he'll seek out a champion after we arrive. You should volunteer! That's all for today, champion, but rest assured that your queen will call upon you again tomorrow. Oh, impersonating? Don't you recognize your perfectly adorable High Lady of Elven Grace? So I am! Some fiendish festival hex, no doubt. Oh, my poor glowing complexion. I suppose I'll just have to make the most of these rippling muscles and incredible tolerance for wine. I don't know that there are any true stories behind the Jesters Festival. Some say it happens because Sheogorath turned the whole world mad. Others say it sprung from Myrrh wanting to know what it's like to live like men. Who really knows?
There once was a man named...
You must be the celebrant Irene was going on about. I could certainly use some of your acclaimed good cheer. My superstitious queen has confiscated my array of royal magisters. The only illusionary dazzlers fit for a king. I can't impress my subjects with just any common prestidigitation. It would be trivial to whip up more with the right ingredients. There are some, local attractions that should have what I'm looking for, but they're no place for royalty. If you would risk venturing out on my behalf, I'll ensure you play a key role in today's festivities. Good luck finding everything on my list. I don't know that we've ever had a fatality at the Jesters Festival, but if you are the first, I'll make sure your name lives on in appropriate ignominy. You've never seen an illusion dazzler? You're in for a treat. They're the pinnacle of awe-inspiring emanations. Radiant in color, resonant in percussion, slightly malodorous, and only harmful under the most ill-thought-out circumstances. My dear Maria clings terribly to her people's mistrust of magic almost as much as her natural severity. And sword. She seems to think that setting off hundreds of flashy magical projections in the city would be a public menace. Silly, isn't it?
here.
Thwarted by my own queen in front of the other royalty. I can't be the laughingstock in my own kingdom. Aha! The day is saved! No one will question who wears the crown in my court after this. I promised you a key role in the festivities today, and I am a man of my word. I hereby entrust you with the honor of putting my royal prowess on display. Take my illusion dazzlers to some suitably crowded locations in the city, and give them a good shake and toss. My majestic creations will do the rest. Perfect. Give me a moment to work my magic, and I'll have you on your way with the finest flashing flourishes in the land. Stand back, and let your majesty make magic. A pinch of this, a dash of that. Give it a shake. Voila! Your dazzlers, my faithful subject.
You mean Olaf? I heard he was one of the people turned into a werewolf.
Well?
In the name of the king.
What are you
Look,
looking at?
it's the hero who saved King Casimir.
I thought I heard the raucous cheers and playful pops of my handiwork echoing throughout the city. Tell me it was more than my imagination. Well, of course. In my experience, my loyal subjects adore being showered in the affections of their king. Oh, don't share that with the queen. Best not to be found conspiring against my wife anymore today. Easier to deny having ever met you when you're not standing right there, you understand. But if she happens to corner you, take our secret to the grave for your liege. Afraid? Why, I'm not afraid. I'm the king. Keeping my politically expedient queen happy is my duty as a devoted husband, and good diplomacy. But if you happen to see my lovely Maria with her sword, give a whistle, would you? Now there's a foolish question for the ages. You're getting good at this. There are more inventive originations of the Jesters Festival than flies in Black Marsh, and bred twice as fast. I'd wager it ties closely to the discovery of drinking. Oh, my simple servant. I'm simply dressed for the occasion. Though I don't know why I didn't think to disguise myself sooner. I'd never have to worry about my wife finding me if I were an Argonian or something. Oh, so we start a rumor that I'm actually an Argonian to throw her off my trail. That's much simpler. Brilliant idea. Glad I thought of it.
Is that an invitation I smell? I soaked each one in bacon grease before sending them out. Right this way, then. I hope you brought your apron. Between the blood, saliva, and crying, well, you'll probably also need wading trousers down there. Oh, hold on. I have it written down. By decree of His Majesty Jester King Emmerich, the tyrannical would-be usurper, King War, is to be put to death in the arena. The porcine potentate himself. Oh, don't put on a face. It's all a gag for the festival. The conjurers call up a fan to bore for the games. You're not actually killing a big, cute, bristly piggy. This is Jesters Festival, not the war in Cyrodiil. You must be fun at parties. Yes, you just go over and wrestle that giant illusory pig like an idiot while we all watch. Plus, the audience ticket sales will help finance the festival expenses for years to come. Are you in or not? By the powers vested in me, I dub thee Jester King Emmerich's champion of charcuterie! Now get in there and carve yourself a rasher. Oh, for the love of... You go, I don't know. Because he's the big stinky pig potentate, and Jester King Emmerich said to. What are you, the Grand Maestro of the House of Reveries? Ugh, fine. He, stole the Swine Princess from Jester King Yoran, and he's, hogging her all to himself? Yeah? I guess it does have potential. I'll keep it in mind for next year. Maybe the Jester Court will finally let me into the troupe.
If it isn't my favorite apple picker. Jadziri knew you would be back for more. One taste of her special cider is all it takes to have patrons begging like sugar tooth. This one assures you, skooma is not in her recipe. Would you care to earn more of Jadziri's cider? Good, good! She thought the arena handlers were hauling especially fragrant baskets of fruit today. Ever so ripe for the picking, provided you prevent that porker from poaching them all. Return when you've gathered as many as you can from the arena. All the fermented mud crab apples you could ever want are in the baskets around the arena. Of course, you'll need this ticket to get in, and you'll have to get to them before King Boar. And you most definitely don't want to let him gulp too many down. Oh, well, they are very ripe. Pungent, potent, you might say. And after a few too many, that porker becomes quite puissant. A veritable stench-breathing drunken dragon. Besides, the more you keep from him, the more Jadziri can mash for you. Well, Jadziri supposes she could do something with even just one if it were particularly squishy, juicy, but she will take as many as you can carry. The more the merrier, this one assures you.
His Eminence, King Boar.
What is that? That tea?
Stinky, stinky! Just like you like it!
champions of the realms. Help yourself to some
I always
apples.
miss the big finale.
Did you have any luck snatching some fermented mud crab apples out of King Boar's mouth? What a bountiful bushel you've brought! Oh, Jadziri isn't sure her tub will contain all the juices if she tries to plunge into so much mush. Rest assured, this one will not waste a drop of this odoriferous extract. And for you. Now, Jadziri has much stomping and squeezing ahead. She would talk to you as she works, but this one fears you would be sopping with splashed mesh before too long. See this one tomorrow, and she will have fresh cider again. With happiness, love, and so much pent-up aggression. Jadziri sprinkles her special blend of spices onto her feet and gives the tub of overripe apples a thorough stomping. It is quite joyful. Then she sieves the slop into her still, and voila! She assures you it isn't quite so simple, but to share all her secrets would mean Jadziri's special cider would not be so special. Besides, it is her well-seasoned feet that give her brew its unique aftertaste. Her foot fragrance is familiar, yes?
Whew. Even the swine stench is just like the real thing. You smell like you just had a bath in pig sweat. And guts. And, well, you get the idea. I think the conjurers are having a laugh at your expense. Oh, right. Joy unto Tamriel! The tyrant king of pork now wallows with the dead, his haunches and hoard divided among the heroic and the hungry, his head hung on high as hallmark of his hubris. Here's your cut and your cuts. They're real, I swear.
My partner in hilarity. Back for more pranks? I have a great one for you today. A big laugh. Pranks, of course. There's no better way to celebrate than playing harmless japes on others. I consider myself a master, but there is only one of me, and there are many people in need of a laugh. I think you have what it takes. Interested? Snake? No, frog. Sorry, I was just coming up with another prank idea. The perfect prank should be disruptive and shocking, but not terrifying or damaging. Even better if it's tailored to the person. It's a delicate balance, you know. In the kit, you'll find a book I fashioned to have a surprise inside the front cover. My friend Clumbert is a scholar, and he can never resist cracking open a new tome. And when he does, poof! A face full of glitter! He's usually at his stall in Skywatch. Wait for a moment when he turns to hail customers. You can probably sneak up and place the trick book on his table when he's distracted. It'll be great, I promise you. He's going to look like a torch bug.
consumed it all. To cold harbor went our clock were gone. To bargain on the princess.
Oh, I haven't seen this book before.
They came to mock at tribute small.
Ugh, what is this? Oh, by the gods. That one got me good. Well done.
Now, what to do for next time? How about replacing someone's paint bucket with milk? The city's cats would rush over to lick the side of a house. Maybe too expensive. And we wouldn't want the cats to get splinters. Perfect! Glad I picked the right person for the job. I would have liked to see the look on his face for myself, but I was busy replacing someone's bath soap with quama lard. I trust Clumbert took it well. Excellent! Another successful prank. The Jesters Festival would be nothing without this kind of fun. I thank you for joining. I'll put together another prank kit for you tonight. Come back tomorrow and I'll set you up with another. I'm glad to have a prankster partner. You understand me and the Jesters Festival in a way most don't. I'll have to think about what fun to set up for tomorrow. Maybe something with scrib jellies. Once, I fashioned a thin, nearly invisible film made from dried cow spit and chitin. I put the film over my friend's privy late at night, knowing that first thing in the morning, he would need to relieve himself. Indeed, it went exactly